Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD, and welcome to the, geez, I'm trying not to sneeze, the General Tire 200 at Sonoma Raceway. Race 4 of 11, or 4 of, I can't even remember, whatever, however many races, for the NASCAR ARCA, for the ARCA Menards Series West in 2024. It's the second and final road course of the year, at the one that NASCAR's been going to a lot longer, the Sonoma, well, as opposed to other road courses out west. Sonoma Raceway. They'll be using the chute layout, which skips 4, 5, 6, turns 5 and 6 in favor of a straightaway. I know I could have said that a little better. Let me see if I can get an image of it real quick. Sonoma Raceway. That's what the track looks. That's what the track looks like. Gilligan's Island. That was if Gilligan's Island was a pit stop, a pit road in the hairpin. That if you had a pit there, you were simply screwed. Chute layout is this. See, it skips 5 to 6 and 6A. Goes straight from 4A to 7. You also notice that 9A is also not used. That was the IndyCar layout. Right now we're waiting. I'm waiting for this to get going. They were doing something with Giro's car. That looked a little weird. 31 cars in entry list. Only one car pulled out, that was the number 88 of Tanner Reif for Naki Clower Motorsports. I don't know why they pulled out. There's no way to watch ARCA practice. Advertised start time was 6:30. We got things set up, and then good to go. All right. I also wonder how many cars are going to start and park. The 0 is almost guaranteed because it's what it does. It start and parks for Fierce Creature Racing. Pace car is starting to pull out. All right, the field is starting to pull out, so I guess the command was given earlier. So let's go over the starting lineup for today's General Tire 200. Starting 31st, driving the number 86 Clean Blast David's Racing Product Chevrolet for David Racing. 63 years old from Danville, California, Tim Spurgeon. Starting 30th. Driving the number 21, California Pneumatic Pumps R&R Truck Repair, Nascimento Motorsports Toyota for Nascimento Motorsports. 39 years old from Lodi, California, Travis McCullough. Starting 29th. Driving the number 0, LT&T Lawn Service Camping World First Impression Press Chevrolet for Fierce Creature Racing. 58 years old from Queen Creek, Arizona, Tony Huffman. Starting 28th. Driving the number 77, Global Office Inc. King Taco Toyota for Performance P1 Motorsports. 57 years old from Novato, California, Dave Smith. And starting 27th, driving the number 19, Pacific Office Automation Chevrolet for Bill McAnally Racing. 21 years old from Antelope, California, Eric Johnson Jr. Starting 26th, driving the number 7, Magnica Toyota for Jerry Pitts Racing. 47 years old from Nagoya, Aichi, Japan, Takuma Koga. Starting 25th, driving the number 05, Shockwave Marine Suspension Seating Toyota for Shockwave Motorsports. 74 years old from Sydney, British Columbia, Canada, David Smith, the oldest driver in the field. Starting 24th, driving the number 27, First Impression Press LT&T Lawn Service Camping World Chevrolet for Fierce Creature Racing. 62 years old from Phoenix, Arizona, Bobby Hillis Jr. And starting 23rd, driving the number 68, Florian Industries Rod Renovation Chevrolet for Rod Racing. 57 years old from Sonoma, California, Rod Nealand. Starting 22nd, driving the number 1, setting the stage, American Swim Academy, Wiley X Chevrolet for Keneally Keller Motorsports. 18 years old from Madeira, California, Robbie Keneally. Starting Starting 21st, driving the number 71, Jan's Towing Ford for Jan's Towing Racing. 53 years old from Woodland Hills, California, Nick Chanides. Starting 20th, driving the number 52, Matos Equipment Rentals, Hacienda Pools Toyota for Philpott Race Cars. 41 years old from Tracy, California, Ryan Philpott. And starting 19th, driving the number 80, SK Construction, Ward's Concrete, Cox & Cox Construction Chevrolet for Derek Copeland Racing. 43 years old from Anderson, California, Brian Comiskey. Starting 18th, driving the number 3, Central Coast Cabinets Ford Toyota for Central Coast Racing. 59 years old from Aromas, California, Todd Souza. Starting 17th, driving the number 41, Travel Nevada, Stoney's Ford for Loudon Jackson Motorsports. 46 years old from Ramona, California, Johnny Borneman III. Starting 16th, driving the number 6, Consonas Healthcare Ford for Jerry Pitts Racing. 20 years old from Tigard, Oregon, Caleb Schrader. And starting 15th, driving the number 32, Van Dyke Recycling, Moltil Chevrolet for Quarterley Racing. 63 years old from Westfield, Massachusetts, Dale Quarterley. Starting 14th, driving the number 55, Yahoo Toyota for Venturini Motorsports. 19 years old from Fort Mill, California, South Carolina, Isabella Robusto. Starting 13th, driving the number 17, Group 1001 Chevrolet for Cook Racing Technologies. 37 years old from Nazareth, Pennsylvania, Marco Andretti. Starting 12th, driving the number 5, Fidelity Capital Ford Toyota for Jerry Pitts Racing. 17 years old from Newport Beach, California, Sean Hingarani. And starting 19th, driving the 11th, driving the number 12, setting the stage, Battleborn Racing, Argus Construction Chevrolet for Keneally Keller Motorsports. 19 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada, Kyle Keller. Starting, now for the top 10, starting 10th, and the 0 is off on the pace laps. Wow. Starting 10th, driving the number 13, Central Coast Cabinets Ford for Central Coast Racing. 17 years old from Henderson, Nevada, Tyler Reif. Starting 9th, driving the number 4, Impact Transportation, RG's Paint Shop, Joyner Motorsports Toyota for Nascimento Motorsports. 23 years old from Manteca, California, Eric Nascimento Jr. Starting 8th, driving the number 16, Napa Auto Care Chevrolet for Bill McAnally Racing. 23 years old from Loomis, California, Jack Wood. And starting 7th, driving the number 50, High Point Racing Race Car Factory Ford for High Point Racing. 28 years old from Agora Hills, California, Trevor Huddleston. Starting 6th, driving the number 30, Red Jones Racing Ford for Red Jones Racing. 25 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada, Noah Gregson. Starting 5th, driving the number 20, First Auto Group Toyota for Venturini Motorsports. 17 years old from Seekonk, Massachusetts, it's Giovanni Ruggiero, or Gio Ruggiero. And we're going green now. It'll be 50-something laps, I believe, around this 2.5 mile or so road course. I'll get to the top 4 when we get into the race. Here we go. It's going to be 23, Sam Mayer and Williams Wallace in the field in green. Here we go. We're going to go green. That's Sonoma.
Folks, it is time to rock, roll, and rumble here in Sonoma.
Starting 4th, driving the number 15, Mobile One Toyota for Venturini Motorsports.
On the jump.
16 years old from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Brent Cruz, youngest driver in the field, as Mayer and Swalcher clear the field. Starting 3rd, driving the number 42, Delta brand Chevrolet for Cook Racing Technology. 27 years old from Atlanta, Georgia, Brandon Jones. Field still piling through, I believe 3rd and now 4th is, 3rd is now clear. Brandon Jones.
Jack Wood,
starting 2nd, driving the number 18, Star Key Sound Gear Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 20s loose off of turn 4A. Starting 2nd, driving to number 18. Ooh, a little contact there. Starkey Sound Gear Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 17 years old from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, William Sawallich. And on pole, driving to number 23, Sigma Performance Services, GMS Fabrication, Spencer Clark Chevrolet for Sigma Performance Services. 20 with a pole time of 1 minute 17.1 seconds and an average speed of 92.873 miles per hour. The 4 is already messed up. Or is that the 42? It's the 42 of Brandon Jones' damage. But on pole, 20 years old from Franklin, Wisconsin, Sam Mayer.
Like a parachute, he's going to give up a couple of spots.
Mayer,
Down through turn 11.
Jones starting to fall back to the pack. He's already fallen behind Hingarani.
Sam Mayer leads him across the...
And now my feed died. There we go. We're back. All right. Now let me adjust the scoring.
And this is exactly what William Sawalich did last week. He went to school on Brandon Jones for much of the first half. Now, William Sawalich in the tire track. So Sam Mayer, as we come down into turn 7. All three of these drivers at the front of the field have a lot of road course experience as well. Sam Mayer, multiple-time winner in the Trans Am TA2 division. William Sawalich picking up a win last week up at Portland. Brent Cruz also spending a lot of time
There's
in the
Sawalich
Trans Am
pressuring
TA2
Mayer.
division as well.
But as they go into
Look
the
at
chute,
that.
Brent
Sawalich
Cruz is closed in
fading
on
to
the
the
top
inside
2.
just a little bit, trying
Mayer
to
holding
throw
on
off
into the hairpin.
Sam Mayer as they
He
come
just
down
finished
into the
second
hairpin.
lap. Hello, Andrew Winslow. ARCA West better than ARCA?
A rough week it
certainly more
was last
competitive,
week for
in
Nick
my opinion.
Janitis. Many off-track excursions in that 71 car. Oh, it has started early for poor Nick here today as well.
Janitis,
Keep an eye on him in
he
that
didn't do well.
71
He
and
went off
around
course
he's
a
gonna
couple
go.
times at Portland.
Well,
and
I'll
this
tell
is
you
just
what,
a
it doesn't go
continuation
around.
of that.
That's good. Kept it pointed in the right direction, but Nick Janitis already with an off-track excursion there at the top of the hill. Nick in that number 71, the Jans Motorsports team. That team has spent a lot of time and effort upgrading their equipment here for 2024. Nick coming off a great top 5 run
how many laps
at Kevin Harvick's current raceway back in the month of April, but he has had a
right now
adventurous couple of weekends here as we've gone road course racing.
64 laps.
As our top 3, look at this, a great battle for first, second, and third as we slice and dice down through the S's.
3 different teams, 3 highly competitive drivers. One who won 3 road course in the Xfinity Series. Sam Sawalich looking to the inside.
Once again,
as we go into the hairpin.
looking to the inside. He is going to
Mayer
dive down to the
power
inside
through, but man,
try
Sawalich
to
with
take
a great
away
run
the
to the
lead
inside.
there from
Here they come now to start
Sam
lap
Mayer
number 4.
Mayer not wanting to give it up without a
They're
fight.
still side
He's
by
gonna
side. Mayer's
keep the nose of that
hold on
number
to his spot.
23 to
Sawalich
the inside through
trying
turns
to take the
1
great
and
run,
2.
but Mayer will hold on to the lead.
But Sawalich indeed.
As I said, Mayer won 3
leading that
Xfinity races
lap
on road
across
courses
the start
last
finish
year.
line, and look at that,
Road
trying
America.
to get back in line in front
Watkins
of Brent
Glen
Cruz
and
right
the
there.
Roval.
There may have been a little contact between
Is
Sawalich
allowing
and Cruz.
P4 Noah Gregson to close
Some great
in.
racing at the front of the field here in the very early going.
Here they now end it down the chute.
Still a long way to go. Still 61 of the 64 laps yet to go. And Sawalich really wanting to get to the front of the
It's
field
also
here.
the first race, or at least for stock, on the repaved Sonoma.
And these guys battling for position has allowed Noah Gregson in that number 30 car. There's Noah right there, making a rare ARCA Menards Series West appearance. Been since 2019 since we've seen Noah Gregson right here at Sonoma Raceway. He went to Victory Lane that day. Let's see if he can back that up with another trip to Victory Lane in that Rhett Jones Racing number 30. Top 4 drivers streaming up the hill through turns 1 and 2. Kind of calming down just a little bit. Not quite as much pressure from William Sawalich this time through this section of the racetrack as we saw last time. So Mayer's got himself just a little bit of breathing room.
Oh, but he went a little wide. He went a little wider there, wider than Sawalich did. Here comes Sawalich to the inside.
Well,
there we have a lead change.
Sawalich gonna power through
Yes,
down
we
into
do.
turn 7.
New leader,
and here comes
William
Brent
Sawalich.
Cruz as well.
He won at Portland last week. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2 for the
Sawalich
West
back
road
to
courses.
the lead, and now Mayer's gonna have his hands full with Brent Cruz.
Yeah, and Sawala just started to pull away.
Good racing up at the front of the
Zero
field
car
here
is
in the
already
early
pulled
going,
behind the
but still
wall.
a long way to go yet here at Sonoma Raceway.
So, okay, Lissa, I believe
Now
Ryan
Sawallich
Philpott might
with about
also
a
have
3-car
starting
length
parts.
advantage over that battle for second, third, and fourth. Jack Wood has moved up into the 5th position in the number 16.
Not too
Sean
far behind.
Hingorani.
It was that in 6th place.
Lingering there in
Hingorani.
6th.
Okay.
Here's a good look at Jack Wood in the number 16. Jack running a partial schedule
Hingorani, the highest
in the
running
NASCAR
regular.
Craftsman Truck Series. And there's a look at last year's ARCA Menards Series West champion, Sean Hingorani, making the move over to the Jerry Pitts racing team. That team with a lot of success here on the West Coast over the years.
Well, when it was Jefferson Pitts racing.
Working their way through turn 10 and down into the hairpin. And again, look how narrow that is now with that inside wall down there. Right alongside the used to be tire packs
so
down there, as we see
77
some
is on
bumping and
track.
grinding
Dave
way
Smith,
outside the top 10. That's Dave Smith.
David Smith.
Moving
What
to
happened
the
to Todd
inside of
Souza?
Robbie
He's back in
Keneally
29th
in the number
now.
1.
We have a caution.
Dave Smith in that number 77, prepared by Joe Nava and his team. As the caution flag going to come out for the first time
That for Todd
today.
Souza?
So this will give everybody a chance to kind of catch their breath and
Why do we
lock and
tell
load
us
for the
why?
restart again.
Tell us why.
Let's talk about the pit rules here today. Everybody is going to have to finish the race
big piece of
on
metal.
the tires they started with. Well, that right there, folks, is not good.
What is that?
It is a big piece of suspension from one of these race cars.
The 3?
Sitting out on the racetrack, and that has put us under the caution flag for the first time today.
I mean, I saw Souza drop all the way back.
The entrance to what would be turn 4, down into turn 4A.
I'm actually, look at that. I think I missed up what some of the turns were. I thought that was the chute.
And you don't want to hit that at
turn,
speed. That will do some damage. So that is the reason why we are under caution for the first time here today. William Sawallich scored as the leaders. Sam Mayer, Brent Cruz, Noah Gragson, and Jack Wood rounding out the top 5. Sean Hingorani, Tyler Reif, Gio Ruggiero, Trevor Huddleston, and Isabella Robusto round out the top 10. While we do circulate under the caution flag for the first time today, we're going to step away for a quick break.
Okay. Well, given they never told us who it fell off of, I assume it's Todd Souza. Okay, let me keep looking for what. Tatsusa is on pit road with the hood up.
Field working behind the pace car for the first time today here in the General Tire 200. Debris on the race course, putting us under the yellow flag for the first time as we work lap 8 of the 64 that we are scheduled to run here this afternoon. Good looking field of race cars lined up and ready to go here today. One of the biggest fields we have had for a standalone West Series race in a long time. And there is Brandon Jones at the tail end of the field. Brandon, as you recall, started in the 3rd position but got punted down into turn 4A on the opening lap. And he has already made his way down pit road to the attention of Sean Samuels and the team for some repairs. And he's coming back down onto pit road. It's a good look at that number 42 car. Brandon coming home 2nd last Friday afternoon up at Portland International Raceway. Make a slight chassis adjustment to that car as well. Of course, Brandon will be in action in tomorrow's NASCAR Xfinity Series race. Just here to get some extra laps and maybe add to that trophy collection heading into tomorrow's race. You see the debris has been retrieved from the racetrack. It was right there, as the cars enter turn 4A. As we see Chuck Welch in the pace car, lights are off. We will get the 1 to go signal right there at the exit of turn 7 throughout the course of today's event. So lights off on the pace car. We will go back green flag racing next time we come off turn 12. 8 laps in the books. William Sawalich and Sam Mayer up on the front row. Brent Cruz and Noah Gragson back there in row 2. Jack Wood and Sean Hingorani back there in row 3. Tyler Reif and Gio Ruggiero in row 4. Trevor Huddleston and Isabella Robusto. Isabella had a phenomenal run at Portland last Friday afternoon, and it took her a little while to get the hang of that road course, and I think it's going to probably be the same thing here today. I think we'll see Isabella picking up positions throughout the course of today's race. We should see her in the mix once we get towards the finish.
All right, here we go again.
Field now making its way through turn 11 down into turn
Car
12.
off. 28 cars still on track. Here we go, green again at Sonoma.
Green flag back out. Let's see what happens as we go back up the hill. Brent Cruz looking racy in the 15. He's going to try to steal second away from Sam
Mayer's
Mayer.
got the inside on turn 2, I think. Yeah, it's turn 2.
Mayer going to get a better run through turn 2.
There's a yellow car right at the
Everybody going to keep all 4 tires on as we race down into turn 3 and 3A.
We'll try to get someone posting pictures of the fields. We'll try and find them.
Sean Hingorani getting racy with Jack Wood right there. The battle on for 4th. Excuse me, this is the battle for 5th. Oh, just narrowly missing that barrier down there. Hingorani going to steal that position away from Jack Wood. Now Wood going to face some heat from Gio Ruggiero in the 20. So the field getting jumbled up a little bit deeper into the pack on this restart. Hingorani really swinging that number 5 car through turn 11 right there, or through turn 10, I should say. Ooh, and he's power sliding it through the hairpin there. Hingorani looking aggressive here in the early going. look
looks
at
like
Tyler
the
Reif
zero
and Isabella
finished last
Robusto as they
spun out
head
on
into
the
turn
pace
1.
lap. It might not actually have been a starting part.
Tyler
based
in the
on
13 picked up the
report,
point lead. With a
from
fourth place finish
Brock Beard,
at
who's
Portland
on location
last time
had
out.
with Tony Huffman.
10 points in hand now over Sean Hingorani.
No idea what happened with the 52 though.
In second, Hingorani had some brake issues last week as Tyler gets a face full of dust. Tyler Reif, of course, picking up his first career series victory last year.
All right, the
ARCA Menards Series
52
combination
has a
race
broken
at Phoenix
axle.
Raceway.
Okay, so zero car has brake
Made
problems,
the move to the Don and Kelly Souza own
axle broken on the 52,
number
and then
13
some
midway
engine
through the
problems
season
for
last year. He's picked
the
up
number
a
3.
slew of top 5 finishes, but has not been able to crack his way back into victory lane. Looking to do so here today. Very talented young man. This team very hungry for some success. Chief Michael Munoz and the gang ready to get Tyler Reif back into victory lane as William Sawalich leads him back across the start-finish line. No real battles in and amongst the top 10.
Oh,
Marco Andretti. Look at that, some smoke out of
I think that was just
that number 13.
was that, hopefully that was brake lockup. That was
what?
Tyler Reif.
So a little bit of smoke there out of the Tyler Reif automobile. Another driver we're going to have to keep an eye on. We just mentioned his name. Lurking right behind Tyler Reif and Isabella Robusto in that Group 1001 Chevrolet. Guy who has gone to victory lane here in the past, Marco Andretti.
That was in 2006.
Didn't qualify quite as well as he did at Portland.
When he
Marco
won at
qualified
Sonoma.
third last week. Marco started well outside the top 10 here today, but he and Isabella Robusto both have worked their way into the top 10. Marco picked up a win here in his first ever IndyCar start at this racetrack, all the way back in 2006. I was talking to him at Kansas Speedway about a month ago, and he said,
quarterly to the inside. This is a battle for the top 10.
Out west. I need
into
some
the
good
hairpin,
luck
and
on
Andretti
these stock cars
barely
that I think
gets
will put together a couple of really good
off
runs.
the 32. He had a slightly
right now, Marco
wider
Andretti had a
line,
pretty
was
solid
able to
run in that
still
number
have
17 cars.
a
He's
position where
passed
he
a handful of race
get
cars already.
inside
His way
line
up
out of the
into
way.
the top 10. This is the team car to Brandon Jones. Second entry out of the Bruce Cook Racing Technologies stable. So understand congratulations are due to Marco, recently engaged. Facing some pretty serious heat there from Dale Quarterly.
Quarterly
The
to
number
the
32.
inside.
Dale going to try to
They
stick
enter
the
the
nose
chute.
down into the inside there. Into
Oh,
turn
no,
7.
That's not the chute. Sorry. Oh my God. I'm still continuing to get the parts.
Just
mixed
enough
up,
racing
because
room
the
right
part
there,
before
but
the
Dale
chute
not able to
and the chute itself
follow
look
through with the pass
identical.
there.
Oh, and Bobby Hillis goes around.
There's Bobby Hillis in the number 27 around. Guy making his 100th career West Series start here this afternoon.
Get it going.
Bobby Hillis getting to turn sideways. That looks to be...
He's getting going. Or he's trying.
Over in turn... I'm going to say turn
He just lost
4.
it.
Ooh, look at that wheel hop.
Wow, he
That is a great...
He went... The rear was
example of what
jumping
wheel
high
hopping
there.
will do.
Like it was bouncing.
Down into turn 4A. Bobby Hillis getting to turn sideways, but he will get it pointed back in the right direction.
There's a battle. This one's for
Join the
the
field. Bobby being scored all the way back in the 25th position as we see battle amongst teammates. Isabella Robusto going to go around Gio
battle for
Ruggiero.
8th place.
It looks like Gio may be
So Gio Ruggiero falls back to 9th as Robusto
car.
moves to 8th. And Dale Quarterly knocking on the door.
Saw a little bit of
Meanwhile, a little further back, Marco trying to hold off
number 20 machine.
the charge of another car. Who's that?
Going to look to the inside.
Quarterly passes for 8th place, 9th place.
Now Marco Andretti going to put some heat on Gio Ruggiero as well. So Gio was as high as, I believe he was up into the 7th position. He is going
That
to
is
give up
the 80. The 80.
at least 3 positions
Todd
on this lap
Comiskey
alone. So Gio
was
Ruggiero
up to 12. And here goes to the
fighting some
inside.
issues.
Behind
Brian
them is
Comiskey looking
Caleb
at the
Schrader.
inside of Marco
The
Andretti.
number 6 Ford. There's 4 cars going to go 3
The
wide
second
into the
3 wide
hairpin.
down into turn 11.
Oh, man.
Oh, the tightest turn on the racetrack.
Andretti holds off Schrader and passes Ruggiero.
Be a nice candidate for the Reese's Sweet Move of the race right there for Brian Comiskey.
Good stuff.
Capitalizing on a 3-wide move down into the hairpin.
And Todd Comiskey now in the top 10.
Don't forget, you can visit
ARCARacing.com
ARCARacing.com on Monday.
And there's Eric Nascimento coming up on Ruggiero and Brandon Jones. That 20 is was looking underpowered.
Of the race, and there you can see it, folks.
Like he is dropping like a stone.
Struggling with some issues.
That or he's just
in that
slow
number
here.
20 car, he is.
Oh, another slow Caleb Schrader.
Outside the top 15
Schrader is slow.
It could just be a matter of time until we see that
He
car.
pulls off in the
Down
turn
pit
4.
road. And talk about problems. There is a car with a problem. Caleb Schrader.
6 is
We
kaput.
just saw him make that move down into turn 11 along with Brian Comiskey, and he pulls it off the racetrack there in turn 4. This is not an active part of the racetrack. This car actually off the racing surface, but wow, what a tough break for Caleb Schrader.
I
Scored
said
in
turn
12th.
4 because 4A is where they're
At the
shooting.
time of that issue. Caleb had similar problems last week up at Portland, running very strongly in the early going. Did not get a chance to put the period on his day. And a similar issue here this afternoon as he has come to a stop. That car not on the active racing surface.
Last caution
has pulled it off the racetrack there in turn 4.
So that's why he was so far back.
The top 5 cars streaming down the chute from turn 4A down into turn 7. Now Marco Andretti with his teammate Brandon Jones. They're going to go at it down into turn 7.
For 11th place.
Battle for 11th and 12th.
Brandon Jones, after getting his car fixed up,
Bubba
he is now
Nascimento there in the number 4.
almost he's on the cusp of the top 10.
You know, one of the big unknowns as we check out that number 4 for Eric Nascimento Jr. One of the big unknowns here today is going to be tire wear on this
quarter of the way through
freshly repaved racing surface. As we talked about it at the top of the show, everybody has to go to the finish on the 4 tires they started with here today. Only tire changes we will see today are for damaged or flat tires, and those can only replace the tires that have been damaged. So you're not coming down to get 4 fresh tires under any of these caution flags we have throughout the day. So tire conservation going to be a big part of who goes to victory lane. So it will be interesting to see how tire wear plays throughout the course of the day on this brand new racing surface. As we check in with our leader, there's William Sawalich. Stretching it out now, 1.2 seconds over Sam Mayer there in second. And Sawalich looking to sweep the road course races here in 2024. Something Jake Drew did back a couple of years ago. Jake won 2 races at Portland and the 3rd road course race of the year right here at Sonoma Raceway. Sawalich looking to join him on that exclusive list.
Sawalich reaching the lap cars. The cars that go lap down. Rod Nealon in the 68.
Rod Nealon in the 68.
Owner driver, and then Johnny Bornham in the 3rd in the number 41. Loudon Jackson Ford. Sam Mayer closing in now. They're both past Rod Nealon, but not Johnny Bornham. And here comes Sawalich to the inside. He laps the 41 in the chute.
Sawalich some racing room down to the inside there through turn 4A and down into turn 7.
Brandon Jones catching up to Todd Comiskey.
This is a real good battle for position. This is a battle for 10th and 11th. Brian Comiskey, who started way out back today, Doing a good job keeping Brandon Jones in his rearview mirror. Brandon trying to race his way back up through the field after that damage on the opening lap. Brought him down pit road a couple of times under that first caution of the day.
Battle on back for 12th. Nascimento and Andretti.
These cars always put on such a great race here at Sonoma Raceway, sliding through those S's. It's starting to tighten up just a little bit at the front of the field. Sam Mayer's eaten into about half of that advantage that William Sawalich had opened up just a few laps ago. Sam Mayer, two-time champion of the ARCA Menards Series East, making a rare appearance in the ARCA platform here in 2024.
Mayer was on the very first race I ever watched at Watkins Glen.
Number 23 Chevrolet for Team Motor Joe Ferret.
I mean that I was in person for.
Joe's been a busy guy here the last couple of months or so. His company, part of the demolition process there in Baltimore with the Francis Scott Key Bridge oval project after that tragic bridge collapse there in the month of March. This team will have 2014 ARCA Menards Series champion Mason Mitchell behind the wheel.
I guess I was wrong. He was not in that race.
Next Friday up at Iowa Speedway. We could have Mason.
Oh wait, never mind. He was in the ARCA race.
His home race. Another good look at Brian Comiskey there as he's trying to track down Eric Nascimento.
Ryan Comiskey?
Brandon Jones has worked his way
he fell
past
back? I didn't even notice.
Race cars and
he's back in 12th.
Trying to work his way back up into farther up into the top 10. That was an interesting shot right there. You can kind of see the topography of this racetrack. You know, we talk about up the hill, down the hill. The very steep inclines here at Sonoma Raceway.
No.
Brandon Jones, an 8-time winner in the ARCA Menards Series, looking for his first career victory here in the West. Came close last week, second up at Portland. Couldn't quite keep William Sawalich behind him. Gonna have a little bit of work to do if he's gonna pick up that victory here today. Unscheduled pit stops or a damage repair has put him deep into the field, but right now Brandon sitting back in the 10th position. Just behind this neat little battle, there's Dale Quarterly and Isabella Robusto. Brandon Jones, like a warm knife through butter, working his way through the field quite nicely.
20 laps through.
He tries to track down that battle between Quarterly and Robusto. 8th and 9th positions. Jump back up to the front of the field and no change. Sam Mayer still stalking William Sawalich as Nick Janitis going to give these guys plenty of racing room.
71 goes a lap down. 23 continues
turn 2 and down into turn 3. They have opened up at a whopping 8-second advantage over Brent Cruz in third. And there is a big gap right there the gap between second and third. There's Brent looking to the outside of Gio Ruggiero, and not been Gio's day.
Nope.
Gio with some problems in that number 20, currently scored back in
about lap.
23rd. He's going to get out of his teammate's way right there through turn 9. Ooh, off the racetrack right there. Tried to give him some room and ran himself off the racetrack. Nice save there by Gio Ruggiero as we get a good look at Brent Cruz and that number 15. Brent already a winner in ARCA Menards Series competition on the dirt.
Hello, Edict Media.
He had a really good run up at Watkins Glen International last year too. Was in the mix on the final lap. Also gone to victory lane in Cars Tour competition. We see him regularly in the ASA Stars National Tour as well. We see a little smoke. I thought I saw a little smoke right there as Brandon Jones making the move past Isabella Robusto. Brandon continuing his march back to the front of the field. Isabella finished right behind Brandon Jones at Portland last Friday, coming home with an impressive third-place finish in her road course debut here in the ARCA Menards Series platform. Of course, she made her ARCA Menards Series East debut at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway and tied the record for the best finish by a female driver in second. And look at that,
great.
Nick Janitis off the racetrack, and he has come to a stop over in turn 10.
Right before the hairpin.
This could put us on the caution flag for the second time here today. And indeed.
So 3/8 of the way through the race. And straight off and wham! In that tire barrier. And now we wait until a commercial. Oh, no, not a commercial. And we wait until...
The racetrack there in turn 10 and into the tire belt right there. And there is the result.
I'll be right back.
So Nick Janitis coming off the racetrack and into the tire barrier. Going to put us under the caution flag for the second time here in the General Tire 200. When we come back, we will reset the field and race to the scheduled caution coming up at lap 32. Stick with us, folks. More coming up here from Sonoma Race.
Bobby Hillis Jr. also on pit road, right next to the 0. Also, Ruggiero on pit road trying to fix the engine, considering the problems they were having with the car, continuing to fall back. Hills out. Just said.
Still working the second caution flag of the afternoon here in the General Tire 200 at Sonoma Raceway. Charlie Crawl bringing you all of the action live here on Flow Racing. Big kickoff to a huge weekend of racing here at Sonoma and here on Flow as well. A lot of great dirt track racing all across the country, including the Dirt Late Model Dream at Eldora Speedway coming up here this weekend. And of course, plenty of NASCAR action right here at Sonoma as well. The NASCAR Xfinity Series in action back here tomorrow. And of course, the NASCAR Cup Series with the exclamation point to this weekend coming up on Sunday. Pits will be open. Teams will be able to come on down and make adjustments and add fuel now that we have reached the 20 lap mark. But don't know how many takers we will have here in the, at least at this stage of the race. Let's see if we will find out. I think we will see many takers, as a matter of fact. As William Sawalich, Sam Mayer, and the bulk of the lead lap cars make their way down onto pit road. This leads me to believe these guys are going to try and stretch it to the end from here. So it'll be interesting to see again how tire wear and now fuel mileage come into play here throughout the course of the next, what do we have left to go here? Math is not my strong suit, folks. So the next 40 laps, so about a third of the way through here. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. So Sawalich leading the charge down on pit road. Again, no tire changes.
They're all fit for fuel.
Just fuel and adjustments. And we will realign the cars in the order they came down pit road. So these are non-competitive pit stops to a point. You know, if you get passed by the pace car, you will not have the opportunity to regain your position. But the modified live pitting procedure will not cost anybody any positions on pit road. Looks like we saw a tire change there on the 18. ARCA official looking on the right rear tire off of William Sawalich's car. So that tire change approved. The tire must have been damaged at some point throughout the first 25 laps here today. So everybody will head back out onto the racetrack and rejoin the field in their assigned position. And we should get ready to go back green flag racing here momentarily. Step away for another quick break. When we come back, we will reset the field and get ready to race to the midway point.
Johnny Borneman and Todd Comiskey stayed out.
lead lap cars still working their way back into their proper position here at Sonoma Raceway. You can see Sam Mayer doing a little off-road racing as he tries to work his way back up into the proper position for the restart. Chuck Welch leading the way in the pace car. So the way that we will realign, any lead lap cars that chose not to pit will be at the front of the field, and they will be followed by cars, lead lap cars that did come on down pit road. Those cars will be realigned in the order they did come on down pit road. Still trying to get a couple of these cars back into the proper position. Brandon Jones and Brent Cruz. So the lights still on the pace car.
So Comiskey listed as the leader. I guess Warneman will be back on the lead lap. Gonna restart with 38 to go.
So lights are off on the
Or
pace car.
37 to go.
We will come back to green with Brian Comiskey scored as the leader. Brian
Why
choosing
you'd
to
stay out, I don't
over
know.
this
Because you
caution
need fuel.
flag.
You're not going to run 64 laps in
Jump up
Sonoma
to
on
P1.
one
William Sawalich will start alongside.
stint. The math is not there. The Borneman did drop to the back. He's just going to hold up the
Gregson
inside.
alongside Sam Mayer there in row 2. Tyler Reif and Sean Hingarani in row 3.
All right, here we go.
Johnson Jr. all the way from 27th at the start up into the top 8. As we come
Here we
back to
go.
the start line.
We're going to go green again at Sonoma.
Back underway here at Sonoma Raceway. Brian Comiskey leading the charge up the hill down into turn 1.
Here we go into the turn. Comiskey can't hold the lead.
Or
can he?
Around the
Ooh,
outside.
Sawalich pushed wide. He went off course. Sam Mayer pushed him off course.
Sawalich going to give
I
up
think he's going to be out for the top 15.
at the top of the hill.
Man.
Last week's winner
Wow.
went to the outside there in turn 2.
Now he's going to work his way back to the field
back
on a revenge
to
tour.
11th.
Again,
On
Comiskey
this
takes
restart.
back the lead.
Boy, I did not have
Here,
that on
no,
my bingo card here
Comiskey
today.
wide into the
And now
off
the
of
race is
the
on
carousel.
for the lead.
Here
There's
comes Noah Gregson into the
He's gonna
front.
slip underneath Brian
Comiskey holds on to
Comiskey.
second place.
Comiskey going to slide back into second, but he's got
Oh, we got a tire loose.
Excuse me, Sam Mayer all
It's
over
a whole
it. We see
damn
loose
tire.
wheel now, down into turn 7. So the caution flag going to come back out. Now, I don't know where that wheel came from, folks. We need to figure out whose car.
I've never seen that, and I was
missing
that
a
in an
tire.
ARCA race. Like that's a 5
All
lug nut.
kinds of drama on this restart. And it ends up with us under the caution flag for the 3rd time here today. And I was just about to say, as we were getting to the top of the hill, and there we see the car that is missing the wheel.
Is that Brent Cruz? Oh man,
Cruz in the 15. Brent had been in the
youngest
top
driver in
3
the field, running top 5 all day.
all
And that's his
afternoon.
race undone.
And that left rear tire coming loose has done some damage to the body panels on the back of that number 15 Toyota. One of the 3 Venerini Motorsports cars here today. So Brent will bring that down to, let's see if we can take a look at what happened here. Coming off of turn 4. Oh, right there. Yeah, he went up over the curb, and you see that wheel already jammed up.
Wow.
Ooh, and
That
busted
thing-
its way through that fender.
That thing just freed itself coming down the going into the chute. I think that was a chute. Almost. Looks like it
You have
almost
to
hit the
wonder what kind
05.
of suspension damage has been done to that number 15. jack up the rear end of that car. Larry Balsitis and the crew will go to work as Noah Gragson.
Sawalich
moved
is
to the
in
lead.
11th. Wait, so where's Marco at?
So as
Seven,
we
seven,
have,
seven, okay.
Reached. We're at or near lap 32. This will serve as the scheduled midway break caution. I say the word break. We're not actually going to take a break. But, this will serve as the scheduled caution at or near the midway point here today. There's a good look at Noah Gragson behind the wheel of that number 30 for team owners Terry Jones and Mark Rett. Looks like they're going to give Brent Cruz the thumbs up to rejoin the field. Did notice he did go a lap down to the leader under this, while he was stopped on pit road, I should say. So Brent Cruz back moving, but that car now one lap down to the leader. Noah Gragson, there's Noah. A 5-time winner here in the ARCA Menards Series West. Last win came right here at Sonoma Raceway back in 2019. Noah looking for his 6th career West victory. Well, while we do circulate under the caution flag here for the 3rd time today, we're going to step away for another quick break. When we come back, we will reset the field.
All right.
Line them back up. And
Very
we're racing to
big
the
field.
checkered here in the General Tire 200.
We're almost halfway. Hi, Ryan Farbo. I mean, I have the live feed, but I'm not streaming the live feed because that is how you lose your channel. Eric starting last weekend 10th is awesome. He didn't start last. He started 27th, which was, that is 2nd of the 6 cars that didn't turn a qualifying lap. But yes, up to, where is he now? 10th place. Yeah, they spelled Johnson wrong. Okay, 9th place. They spelled Eric Johnson wrong. How do you do that? Also, Comiskey pit now. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in so far, by the way. It's been a while since I've had this many people on stream, so it's a nice change of pace. We're up to 90 views? Jesus Christ, you guys are rock stars. So, I forgot to change this. Glad I hit 2.1 thousand. Yeah, but I'm watching by my stream on Flow. As I said yesterday, or on the week, I think I said I can't stream Sunday. So no IndyCar, any next IndyCar or Cup Series streams, but tomorrow we got Indy Feeder Series at Road America on the USF Pro Championships YouTube channel for USF 2000 and USF Pro 2000, and of course I'll be doing the Xfinity race
Brent
that
Cruz
night.
losing a tire down in turn 4. That wheel making its way down into turn 7. That necessitated a caution flag to go out and retrieve it. Noah Gragson scored as the leader. Sam Mayer in 2nd. There's Tyler Reif in 3rd. So Noah Gregson will be racing here on Sunday. There's a good look at Sam Mayer, who will be racing here tomorrow in the NASCAR Xfinity Series race. As the lights go out on the pace car, so we will go back racing. As we come to complete the 31st lap. So we will have Noah Gregson and Sam Mayer up on the front row. Tyler Reif and Sean Hingarani.
The Bushwhackers, as they were.
In the ARCA Menards Series West Championship standings, they will go alongside each other there in row number 2. Jack Wood and Marco Andretti lined up in row 3. Isabella Robusto and Dale Quarterly back in row 4. Eric Johnson Jr., our Bounty Rookie Spotlight driver, alongside William Sawalich, last week's winner at Portland. Round out the top 10 as we come back to green on a sunsplash day here in northern.
All right, here we go. Finally going to restart. We're green again at Sonoma.
As the pace car now down onto pit road, coming back to the restart line. Right there at the exit of turn 12. Green flag back up.
Ooh, major stack up on the restart.
Scramble off of turn 12.
At least in the back of the, or the middle of the field, they didn't get off going nearly as well. Gregson hold on to the lead.
Coming back to the restart line.
Ooh, we got a car going wide. That was Tyler Reif in 3rd. Hingarani currently 4th. Marco Andretti up to 6th, trying to make the move on Jack Wood.
3 and 3A.
On the inside of 3, can he get the spot? No.
Back down the hill and into turn 4A. Now over into turn 7. I thought I saw
so Wallace trying to work as fast through the field as fast as he can. Here is on Dale Quarterly, looking for P7.
Has pushed the nose in. On the number 18 cars, he works his way past Dale Quarterly.
You got it.
And there's the corresponding damage to Isabella Robusto.
I didn't see it. Let me turn off the brightness.
So stack up on the restart. He's left William Sawalich with some battle scars. Top 4 streaming through turn 10. Now down into turn 11. And everybody else has that valence pinned down to that fresh new asphalt.
We're now halfway through the race.
The nose of that race car hiked up a couple of inches. After that contact, that could come into play as well. Look at there.
Wow, yeah, you see the splitter is kinked upward. And you can see like the nose is, instead of looking like this, well, I can't even this, it's more like the, it's more like a this. I mean, like it's, imagine, if that's what the nose should look like, it's bent inward slightly.
Back to 7th.
It was so hard. Why is it so hard to do? Because I don't know how to use proper image shit. I don't know. Anyway, so Wallace just passed Marco Andretti for 7th. Dale Quarterly trying to move on Marco, and they're going to enter the hairpin Calamity Corner. Almost leaning on the 32. He gets past, and here comes Robusto to the inside. Andretti's going to lose 3 positions in one. Ooh, he does not clear by the 55.
Robusto. She's trying to take it to Marco Andretti.
Andretti holds on to 8th.
Freight train of cars right there stacked up behind Marco Andretti. Eric Johnson Jr. in the 19. Trevor Huddleston in the mix.
Ooh, Gregson walks up out of the chute. Massive lockup as Mayer is way clear to the lead, and Tyler Reif to 2nd. And here comes Hingarani.
You heard those tires
It
squealing.
was very
That was
audible.
Gregson struggling for grip into turn 7. So Noah Gregson from the lead back to 3rd. And Sam Mayer now sitting pretty up at the top of the field.
Ronnie showing the bumper to the 30.
Gregson now struggling to keep Sean Hingarani behind him.
Oh, that was just, I'd probably just lock up a bit going out with 1-on-1.
Boy, Noah Gregson went from the lead now all the way back to 3rd. Let's see if we can take a look what happened right here, this part of the racetrack last time around.
Shoot.
Gregson overcooked it down into turn 7. And gave up a couple of positions. See if we can take a look at what happened. There's Gregson working his way through turn 4A. And down into turn 7. Oh, I think he's going to do exactly what we saw from Bobby Hillis Jr. earlier. I think we saw a little bit of wheel hop right there. And Gregson up the racetrack. And now we're going to come back live and see him fighting for 3rd.
Hingarani on the outside.
Sean Hingarani taking it to him across the start-finish line and down into turn 1.
Gregson holds on. Jack Wood joining the party.
Into turn 2. So Gregson facing some pretty serious heat here from Sean Hingarani and Jack Wood. The battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
There he comes again. Hingarani to the inside and the shoot. He gets the spot.
Down into turn 7. He's going to slip underneath Noah Gregson, and now Noah.
Jack Wood takes 4th from Gregson.
4th as well, so he's going to give up a couple of positions to Sean Hingarani and Jack Wood. Noah Gregson from the lead now back to 5th. And if you look just past the bumper of that 30 car,
there's the 18.
There's William Sawalich in the 18 on the charge as well. So Gregson's still going to have his hands full with William Sawalich here in a lap or 2. Sam Mayer in that number 23 car. That is the gap he has opened up on Tyler Reif. Tyler in the 2nd position in the number 13. Todd and Kelly Souza, the team owners of the Central Coast Racing Team. And it has been a long time since that team has been to Victory Lane. Some 16 years.
Oh, for Central Coast Racing, yes. When Todd
Souza went to Victory Lane.
Wait, Utah Motorsports
on the road
campus?
course, Utah Motorsports campus.
Yep.
Back in 2008. Tyler Reif.
Oh, nice, so smart.
And taking him back there here this
Tyler Reif wasn't even born yet.
Sitting in 2nd.
I don't think, at least. So that it was close.
27 to go this time around.
So Sawalich passes Gregson for 5th. Let me check his last lap time.
Noah Gregson, so move. William Sawalich up into
Mayer's
5th.
still faster.
Noah Gregson back to
Busto
6th.
and Quarterly. This is the battle for 7th.
And here is the battle for 7th, Isabella Robusto. And you can tell she has had some physicality out on the racetrack today. We saw her get punted on that restart. That was the damage to the bumper. She's also gotten into somebody. The hood knocked a little askew there. She's going to dive to the inside of Dale Quarterly. Isabella Robusto, not afraid to mix it up with these guys. Got a terrific record in late model stock car competition down in Carolinas. Of course, had to sit out most of 2023 due to an injury she suffered while battling for the lead at Hickory Motor Speedway. She came back and has come back with a vengeance here in 2024.
Right behind.
Second at Nashville Fairgrounds in her East Series debut. Finished third.
Marco falling behind both Eric Nascimento and Brandon Jones. Though Jones, I believe, is a lap down.
Nascimento going at it with.
And he is. Travis McCullough in 13th.
Looks like Marco
He's a teammate to the 4 of Eric Nascimento.
Looks like he may have.
Oh, there's a
tire down.
Got a problem.
Indeed, he does. The right front tire has gone down on that number 17, and he has got a long way to go.
Yeah, that is. He's got to go the whole lap
to the pits.
That sucks.
Oh,
you
could not have had.
Got to go uphill on a flat tire.
That tire go down at a worse place on the racetrack than where it did. And boy, he has just had the absolute worst luck of anybody in anything he has driven here in 2023. Not only has his stock car.
Oh, we got a wreck.
Oh, we see a car hard into the
It's Trevor Huddleston.
Trevor Huddleston in the 50. Off the racetrack,
Caution is out.
The barrier, and that
on
will
lap
put us
38, 39.
Caution for the 4th time here today.
Well, that just saved Huddleston.
Just as we were talking about Marco Andretti's bad luck, Trevor Huddleston with some bad luck of his own.
The right rear.
See if we can take a look at what happened. He's racing with Dale Quarterly.
You can overcook it.
Turn 8 off the racetrack a little bit right there. They're going to make a little bit of contact. Quarterly gets sideways, and as he corrects, he's going to clip Trevor, and ooh, Trevor hard into that tire pack. Battle for position gone awry as Trevor Huddleston into the wall, and there's the damage to the right rear quarter panel of that number 50 Ford. That is the break that Marco Andretti was needing to get back down onto pit road and perhaps stay on the lead lap.
And change the tire.
With that flat right front tire. Well, I think we're going to see what happened here. Ooh,
contact with Eric Nascimento.
A little contact there between Eric Nascimento and Marco Andretti. Well, you know the old saying, 8 tires turn better than 4, so you can't blame Bubba Nascimento for
Bubba Nascimento?
Utilizing
is that a nickname or
8 tires to get that car turned, but Marco Andretti coming out on the short end of that stick right there. So we are working lap number 40, 24 laps remaining. Here in the General Tire 200, Sam Baer scored as the leader. And I believe we're going to be under the caution for a little bit as we
try to fix the barrier.
Those tires
got a whole
stack
team
back
on that.
into position. Sean Samuels climbing underneath the right front fender there to make sure the suspension is still intact on Marco Andretti's number 17. cars circulate under the 4th caution flag of the day. We're going to step away for another quick break. When we come back, we will line them back up and race them to the finish here at Sonoma.
As this race is going on, today is the final, right now is the final episode of Wheel of Fortune with Pat Zajac as host. Then it'll be Ryan Seacrest. Wild. I guess I'll record it. Oh, the number 4, Eric Nascimento, is stopped on track now. What happened there? All right, over 40. We're now over 40 laps of the way into the race. Robusto now in the top 5 as cars pulling on the pit road, including Sawalich, probably to fix that damage. Gregson's on pit road as well, probably just whatever problems he had.
We are seeing some takers down on pit road. William Sawalich bringing the number 18 down to Matt Ross and the team. I think they're going to. I'm going to guess they're going to work on banging some of that damage out on the nose of that car. Williams' car still looks like it's handling pretty well, but they're going to want to get that sealed off to the ground as much as they can. If they can get that thing back to some semblance of where it was, Williams still has a shot here.
Absolutely. Never underestimate
right
the 18.
to that front body work. Also saw Noah Gregson down on the pit road, so that will jumble things up here a little bit as we work the 4th caution flag of the day. There is the leader, Sam Mayer, in that number 23.
I don't believe
Tyler
SPS has won a race ever. I don't know how new they are though. They are new just this year, year.
Sean Pingarani up to 3rd in the number 5. Last year's ARCA Menards Series West champion.
No, they are. They are half a year old.
Sean had just an outstanding season.
Bradley Erickson drove the car for the last 4 races of 2023. Erickson previously been in the 88 car for NASCAR Motorsports. Finished 14th at All-American, 21st at the Vegas Bull Ring, 4th at Madeira, and 7th at Phoenix. Grant Enfinger drove the car at Phoenix. Hingarani did it at Kern County. And now, last weekend it was Jake Walker, and this year weekend
all on short tracks. Irwindale, Kern, Shasta, and Evergreen in the mix to pick up his first road course victory here today.
So an Impractical Joker's banner
his work cut out for him.
as part of the advertising. Merv from Impractical Jokers is going to be
hasn't really
one of the
overextended that car
Grand
at
Marshals.
all. Let's see what he does here on this restart. He's going to come back to green with Tyler Reif alongside. Sean Hingorani and Jack Wood in row 2. Isabella Robusto and Dale Quarterly back there.
All right, here we go.
3.
Green again. Sam Mayer already out of the lead. Tyler Reif and Hingorani duking it out for second spot.
As we
Reif
climb the hill back
looks like
to
he's
turn
going to get
2.
the spot. Can he hold on to it? Yes, he will. Jack Wood in
Hingorani
fourth.
trying to make
Now
that
Robusto
outside
holding
lane
on to the
work,
fifth spot.
but
And
that
Todd
is a
Comiskey,
tough
he's
road
worked
to
back
hoe
up to sixth
up there
place.
on the outside through turn 2. So Reif going to hold on to that spot as they work their way through turns 3 and 3A.
Good work for the team, for the Derek Copeland racing team. Can't remember the last time I saw the 80 car be competitive. Well, except in the
Ryan
Pinty
Comiskey
series.
with a
Donald
great restart. Look at him going to the outside of Isabella Robusto.
Oh,
Just
the
as I
80
say
just broke
that,
down
he
as soon as
drops
I was
off the
saying
pace.
it.
Oh,
No,
my goodness.
no.
Comiskey went from challenging for 5th to off the pace.
Come on. That was like in a span of a turn.
And he is going to drop well off the
Oh
top
my
10.
God. Like, he's going to be fall off the lead lap.
A career run going for Brian Comiskey there.
Wait, have I been getting his name?
I am going to bet you that's some sort of driveline failure. Transmission or
wow,
rear
I've been
gear.
saying Todd Comiskey the whole time. Yeah, it is.
Oh, and what a heartbreak for Brian Comiskey as we see Sean Hingorani now starting
Why
to
did I
put
say
some pressure
Todd?
on Tyler Reif.
Brian Comiskey with problems.
Battle on for second as they try to keep Sam Mayer in their sights.
Okay. Caution for Brian Comiskey. Brian Comiskey. I gotta sit through more cautions.
And the caution flag going to be redisplayed for the 5th time today. We will send the safety crew out to retrieve the number 80 that has come to a stop over in the S's. Oh, what a heartbreak for Brian Comiskey, though. Saw him on the charge down into turn 7, challenging Isabella Robusto for that 5th position, and that car did not go on the exit of that corner. And this is the end result. We'll get Brian Comiskey back down onto pit road. Still 20 laps to go here in the General Tire 200. A lot of racing still to come. And unofficially, still 16 cars shown on the lead lap. So anybody's game. As we still have about a third of the distance yet to go here at Sonoma Raceway. Couple of cars right there tagging on the tail of the field with some body damage. There's the repairs to the right rear of Trevor Huddleston's number 50. Trevor shown back in the 15th position. It's been an action-packed day here at Sonoma Raceway. We've seen plenty of fender-to-fender contact. We've seen some good hard racing up at the front of the field, and I think we've got a couple of cars positioned towards the back of this lead lap queue that have the potential to race their way back up into contention.
Yeah, I just hope we don't have this many caution laps. We're within 20. We're now within 20 to go.
That one right there doesn't look like it, but I think William Sawalich's number 18 going to be one of the cars. to keep an
Also,
eye on
because
here
I didn't
in
notice it
final
before, it's
20 laps.
the number 13 Ford has a Toyota
Despite the fact that that nose
icon
has been punched in and bandaged.
on where the Mustang would be. I don't know why.
Hey, there's
it's
the
a,
car
it is,
that we have wanted
Rife
to try
is
to
driving
keep
a
our
Ford.
eye on today, the number 19, Eric Johnson Jr., that black car right there in the center of your screen. Talked about the issues he had in practice and qualifying. Transmission issues kept him off the racetrack for much of the early part of the day, but our Bonnie Rookie Spotlight driver worked his way back up into the 7th position. Pretty good solid run for Eric Johnson Jr. Be a career best finish if he's able to keep it in that 7th position.
And they got time with California. It's
Still
Pacific
19
Standard
laps
Time.
to go. Long way
Got a couple hours to sunset.
yet to go here at Sonoma Raceway, but Eric Johnson Jr. in pretty good position to come away with a career best finish here today. So Sam Mayer showing the way over Tyler Rife and Sean Hingorani. Jack Wood sitting back in 4th, and Isabella Robusto rounding out the top 5. I told you, folks, she is going to work her way up through the field and put herself in position to contend here late in the going. That's exactly what she has done. So Isabella rounding out the top 5 as we should get the one to go. Indeed we do. Lights off on the pace car. Look at this. Someone is having a good time at the races
Stop.
today.
We don't need to see kids.
Big smile on that young lady's face. And hey, mom and dad, good job with that ear protection. That's how you do it right there. But absolutely beautiful day for the family to be here at the races. Good to have you out here as we wind down towards the finish of the General Tire 200. Sam Mayer and Tyler Rife on the front row. Sean Hingorani and Jack Wood in row 2. Isabella Robusto, Dale Quarterly back there in row 3. Eric Johnson Jr. and Travis McCullough, another driver that started well outside the top 20. Travis with a great run all the way up into the 8th position. Tim Spurgeon and Takuma Koga rounding out the top 10 as we come back to green.
All right, here we go.
18 laps to go with the green flag. This time by Sam Mayer and Tyler Rife leading them back to green.
Here we go. We're going to go green again at Sonoma. Please stay green for longer than one lap. Mayer clear to the front. Rife trying to pull the past Hingorani. Ooh, man, that looks really good, and he is past.
Under the bridge
Jack Wood trying to go to the
hill.
inside. Ooh.
Ooh, Tyler Rife skating up the racetrack a
Several
little
cars
bit there.
taking
as
a little
we've
bit of
got cars
dirt.
scattering.
It looks like Sawal's
And
a
look
little
at that,
slow.
William Sawalich looks like he is off the pace in the 18.
Let's give it a bit of time. He might have just
Give up
hit
a little
the
bit of
dirt.
ground on this restart.
Robusto now 4th. Or is, wait, no, it's 5th. My line was wrong. Mark Madrid getting by Takuma
Marco
Koga.
Andretti to the
So is
outside of
Sawallich.
Takuma Koga. Looks like the 18 back under power.
Hingorani, Jack Wood, the battle for
Sawallich gave up
3rd.
a couple of positions on that restart as Jack Wood jumping the curves over there in turn 8.
Wood holding on to the position.
Boy, it's so many times we see these cars side by side through this section of the racetrack. Somebody dips a tire off And the driver to the outside is the one who pays the price. But right there, Sean Hingorani giving Jack Wood plenty of racing room. But Jack going to move up into third. Sean Hingorani going to face some pressure from Isabella Robusto
to the inside of Hingorani to take away fourth spot.
Isabella in the 55 is going to move into fourth.
There she goes. Oh, there she comes.
Great move right there by Isabella Robusto. That could be a nominee for the race's move of the race.
Turn is
right
definitely
there.
The move of the race. The one from that was like 4
Isabella
cars.
Robusto with a terrific pass on the defending West Series champion Sean Hingorani. Log on to ARCARacing.com on Monday, 3 o'clock Eastern time, to see who we crown today's Reese's Sweet Move of the Race winner. Right now, Isabella Robusto with a strong candidate. Come away with that award.
17 to go.
Isabella up to fourth. Car carrying all kinds of battle scars. A very busy day as she has worked her way through the field. Sean Hingorani going to try to pull that move back on Isabella. Can't make it work.
Now 16 laps to go. The final quarter of the race is finally upon us.
She has knifed her way through the field. Now sitting in fourth, one position away from matching that finish she had last Friday afternoon up at Portland International. We see the front of the field kind of pulling away from this battle for fourth and fifth. Sam Mayer has opened up a 2.2 second advantage over Tyler Reif there in second.
Oh, here comes Hingorani to the inside again. Not able to get the 55 though.
These two cars really evenly matched. Isabella doing a terrific job keeping the defending series champion in her tire tracks as we come to 15 laps to go here at Sonoma Raceway. Ooh, Isabella dirt tracking it a little bit there through turn 10. Let's see if that opens the door for Hingorani here.
Hingorani to the inside into the hairpin.
He's going to drive it down to the inside.
And Hingorani takes the spot back.
He's going to retake fourth position. Racing here with 15 to go. Back up the hill into turn 2. Here's Sam Mayer continuing to stretch out the advantage. Now 3.4 seconds on Tyler Reif.
So Walton to 8th.
Look at that body damage on the nose of that number 18 car. Sawalich.
It's all taped.
Back up into the 8th position after giving up a couple of spots on that restart. Don't know if he has enough time. That car's still plenty quick. I just don't know that he has enough time. Enough green flag laps remaining to get up there and catch these faster cars. Get back up towards the front of the field. There's Travis McCullough in the 21. Saw him shoot through the frame right there. Right behind William Sawalich. Travis dipping the left side tires off into the dust. And here comes Jack Wood. Jack in the 16 car closing in on Tyler Reif, trying to make it a battle for second. It's been since 2008 since that number 13 car has gone to victory lane. This number 16 car, the winningest race car in the history of the West Series. Although although it has been a little bit of a streak since the Bill McAnally Racing team has gone to victory lane. They both have their work cut out for them today as they try to track down Sam Mayer. Jack Wood sitting in third, trying to track down Tyler Reif. As they see that car getting a little smaller out the windshield each and every lap. Now 4.1 seconds the gap for Sam Mayer. Sam, one of the elite road course racers in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. 3 wins on road courses last year. Road America, Watkins Glen, the Roval at Charlotte Motor Speedway. He's already picked up a win at Texas Motor Speedway earlier this season. Looking for his second victory of 2024 here tomorrow. The NASCAR Xfinity Series back in action here tomorrow afternoon. Sam Mayer with a lot of road course experience in the Trans Am division early in his career. Look at that. Sean Hingorani power sliding it through the S's. Jack Wood continuing to follow in the tire tracks of Tyler Reif. Battle for second.
The best battle on the track is the battle for
trying
second.
to
Jack
keep
Wood
Sam Mayer in their
slowly
sights.
but surely
Sam just
reeling
keeps
in the
driving
number
further off
13.
into the distance. 4.2 seconds now the gap between the leader of this battle for second and third. Down into turn 4A. Over into turn 7. There's
Again,
Sam
around the lap car.
David
Yep.
Smith in the 05.
David Smith. I wonder if that'll spice up the battle.
David sitting back in the 20th position.
So Walsh up to 7th now.
And now the battle for second, sliding underneath David Smith through turn 10 and down into turn 11. Jack Wood fading to the inside just a little bit.
Not able to get to the bumper of the 13.
16 car, as close as he has been to Tyler Reif, was that corner right there. So Tyler still keeping Jack Wood at bay. Sam Mayer continuing to stretch out that advantage. There's Jack Wood running the full season for Bill McAnally Racing in that number 16 car here in 2024. Also running a partial schedule in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series for McAnally Hilkeman Racing. And this is as racy as we have seen Jack Wood here in 2024. Good run going. This young man sitting in third position as we come to 10 to go this time around. So the two road course races, Portland and Sonoma, back to back.
All right, here we go. It'll be 10 laps to go.
Next couple of races. We're
Here
going to
at
be at
Sonoma.
Urbandale Speedway coming up July 4th and July 6th. Back-to-back short track races on the same weekend.
In between that period, we got
Urbandale
3
Speedway. Catch
straight
that action
ARCA
right
races.
here, live on Flow Racing.
Iowa, Mid-Ohio, Berlin.
4th of July, night of destruction.
That's weeks-wise,
and
not
ARCA
days.
Menards Series West at Irwindale Speedway. I have a feeling Tim Huddleston and that team up there are going to just take it to the max. Looking forward to being out there for that one coming up here in a few weeks. But before we do that, still 10 to go here at Sonoma Raceway. Jack Wood giving up a little bit
Dale
of ground.
Quarterly.
Oh, look at this battle.
Muscling by Isabella Robusto for P5. And there's Sawallisch right behind the two.
Trading some paint through turn 7.
Quarterly gets the spot.
Dale Quarterly has worked his way
Robusto's
back
still
around Isabella Robusto.
Rubbing racing there.
Isabella's got William Sawallisch all over her back.
Quarterly's clear again.
Quarterly back up to 5th.
Sawallisch to the inside of Robusto.
Robusto to 6th, and here comes Sawallisch trying to steal that position down into turn 11.
Gets it.
You hear those tires squealing through that hairpin curve, and Robusto going to give up a couple of positions here.
Back to 7th.
She's going to drop from 5th to 7th. Dale Quarterly, a very savvy veteran with a lot of road course experience. Picked up a couple of wins at Lime Rock Park in the ARCA Menards Series East back several years ago. Always one of the top contenders for a top 5 finish. Anytime the ARCA Menards Series platform goes road course racing. He's got a little damage to the right front corner of that car. Probably came when he and Trevor Huddleston got together right here, this section of the racetrack. Sawallisch drives it in deep down into turn 11. I know he'd like to get back up into the top 5 here.
8 to go.
Probably not going to have a shot at sweeping those road course races.
Yeah, that would be wild.
As we talked about, and I mean something major is going to have to happen to the 5 cars in front of him. Certainly a shot for William Sawallisch to get back up into the top 5. Of course, William picked up the win in the season opener at Phoenix Raceway. His second win of the season last Friday up at Portland International. Sean Hingorani closing in on Jack Wood. Could be a battle for 3rd before all is said and done. Talked about it towards the top of the show, wondering what tire wear was going to be like here throughout the course of this race. You know, a little bit longer race, 127 miles, 200 kilometers, 1 set of tires.
7 to go.
Wondering what the tire wear was going to be like on this brand new racing surface.
Also, Sawallisch passed Dale Quarterly, so he takes the spot in the top 5. Battle for 2nd. They're getting by the 68 of Rod Nealand.
18 to low 119 bracket. So just about 2 seconds we have given up throughout the course of these 57 laps that we have completed so far. And look at this. Sean Hingorani
Bite is really going
indeed
on.
reeled in Jack Wood. He's going to look to the outside there in turn 7.
Right. Oh, and he's so close to the bumper.
Might make that one stick, but he has got a good run coming down the hill here through the S's. Sean Hingorani going to make a run at this 3rd position before this race is over with.
Carvin way inside there. Hingorani is basically close to the curb as he could.
Hingorani with a great
not able to
run
make the
off
pass.
of the
6 to
hairpin
go.
and through turn 12. Across the start-finish line and now up the hill. Hingorani, that car still has pretty good grip. Despite the fact there's 58 laps on those tires, he still looks like he's got a pretty good race car underneath of him. Well, Jack Wood looks like he is just hanging on in that number 16. Right at that camera there at the exit of turn 4.
Man. It's a really good
Best
battle
battle
for
on the
third.
racetrack right
Rife
here,
is
the battle
probably
for
somewhere
third.
else, and then, you know, Mayer
Jack Wood
is
has
in
it.
the
Sean
sunset.
Hingorani wants it. They are about 8 seconds behind the leader and about 5 seconds behind second place Tyler Rife.
Coming out of 5 laps
Both
to go.
of those cars fishtailing through the hairpin there,
two of the
turn
3
11.
highest running regulars.
5 laps to go for this guy, Sam Mayer.
Dave Smith
in
getting
the
lapped
23
again.
car. That's the advantage he has over Tyler Rife in the 13. And this battle for third right here between Jack Wood and Sean Hingorani.
One who can't drive super well and a driver who is not well liked. There's his temper tantrum in Ohio last year.
Sam Mayer has driven out to about a 3-second lead over Tyler Rife, and he has just kept it there. Hasn't really worked too hard to extend that advantage any more than he needs to. This battle for third working its way
both
around.
get around
Nick Janitis and that
Nick
wounded
Janitis
number
the 71.
Nick being shown outside the top 20 at this point. Excuse me, back in the 19th position for Nick Janitis in that number
Dave Smith,
71 car.
David Smith. It's like Hingorani trying the outside.
Hingorani now fading to the outside down into turn 11.
Nowhere near as successful. Or trying to get a deeper arch in the exit of the turn.
Doing
So,
everything he can. Eventually, we're going to see the kitchen sink come out of the cockpit of that number 5. He has thrown everything he has at Jack Wood except the kitchen sink.
Don't wreck him.
I think that's coming. I think that's coming. Check in back at the front of the field. There's the gap between first and second. He can see him. He is there. He just hasn't been able to close that gap. Sean Hingorani maybe with a little
move him out of the way.
Tap to
Jack
the back
Wood's
bumper
like, not
there
today,
into turn
Satan.
7. On Jack Wood. Jack able to keep him behind for now. But with every corner, every opportunity, I think Hingorani's going to get a little more aggressive. As we will come to 3 to go this time around. 3 more trips around the 1.9-mile course here at Sonoma Raceway.
Yeah, 3 to go. The camera's now on Sam Mayer.
Sam Mayer crosses the stripe, climbs the hill back up to turn 2. 3 seconds the advantage. Got a couple of cars directly in front of him. He's going to have to work his way past. Takuma Koga and looks like Robbie Keneally directly in front.
15th. No, Keneally's in 18th. And the great Mayer's about to lap Keneally. Hingorani finally up to the inside. Off the chute, he gets the position. Hingorani to
Hingorani's going to take that spot.
With 3 laps to go.
I was wondering if he was going to use the old bump and run, and I think Jack Wood saw that coming and said, you know what, rather than you shoving me up the racetrack, I'm going to let you slide on through here, buddy. But Sean Hingorani taking over that 3rd spot. with just a couple of laps remaining. Hingarani needs to do everything he can to keep Tyler Reif in his sights. The top two in the ARCA Menards Series West
he's not going to catch the 13 in time. Takuma Koga getting lapped, another car getting lapped.
10-point advantage over Sean Hingarani, and he is in position to add another point to that advantage coming out of here this afternoon. So there's Sam Mayer working his way through turn 4A. 2.1 seconds. He gave up a little bit of ground as he worked his way past some of those slower cars. But now Tyler Reif having to work his way through that traffic. Come to the white flag this time.
All right, here we go. Oh, almost. Sorry, I thought we were on the opposite side of the track. Come on. There. Wait, no, it's not. Where are we? There we go.
Sam Mayer down into the hairpin, turn 11. And look at that, folks. The caution flag coming out.
Oh, man. Caution as Sam Mayer was approaching because Huddleston is stopped off track.
Huddleston off the race
course.
Oh,
my God.
So we will go into overtime here at Sonoma. And that is not what Sam Mayer was hoping to see.
And that's, I wonder how, so Wallace probably going to be going nuts.
Joe Contreras with the caution flag instead of the white flag.
That sucks for Mayer and Joe Faray, the owner of Sigma Performance Services.
I don't know what to think here, folks. We have seen everything happen on these final lap restarts.
That's for sure.
Oh, this is not what Sam Mayer was hoping for. This is exactly what Tyler Reif was hoping for, though.
Or Hingarani. Is he going to be a menace on the restart and wreck somebody for the win?
So let's talk about overtime. We will have one attempt at a one-lap dash to the finish.
All right. One lap dash.
The green and the white flag will be displayed together, and it will be followed by the checkered flag. If, for some reason, the caution flag comes out before the checkered flag does, the field will be frozen and the race will be over. The next flag will end it.
All right. Buckle up, Buttercup.
So a one-lap dash to settle the General Tire 200 here at Sonoma Raceway. Wow, I did not see that coming. I thought we were going to get to the finish. And you can just throw out everything that has happened the previous 63 laps. Because anything can happen going up that hill into turn 2. So Sam Mayer had worked his way to a 4-second advantage over Tyler Reif. And the caution will put Tyler right on his elbow, coming back to the green and the white flag for a one-lap dash to settle it here at Sonoma Raceway.
They get the, oh, they did not get the 50 on going yet. All right. Hello, Matt W. It's been a bit. All right. Who's ready for overtime? Or who's ready for the finish, I should say.
So this is going to be the section of the racetrack that it's going to be white knuckle through here, folks. If Tyler Reif can stay alongside to this section of the racetrack, he's got a shot. And he is hungry. He is aggressive and hungry, as is the guy directly behind him, Sean Hingarani. Any one of these top 5 cars could come away with a victory depending on how this plays out on these opening corners of this final lap.
Still on the pace car.
It has been clean and green for Sam Mayer all day long. But as we saw with Sawalich on that restart earlier today, all it takes is dipping your tires off into the dirt one time, and your day goes out the window. Chuck Welch with the lights out on the pace car. We're coming back to green. 1 lap dash to settle it. Sam Mayer and Tyler Reif.
All right, one looking for his first win in over a year. The other looking to get the win for Sigma Performance Services and get the momentum going for tomorrow's Xfinity race.
In row 4. 14 cars on the lead lap. Anything can happen in overtime.
Coming towards the turn 11.
Lights back on the pace car.
What? Oh, come on.
Another lap to think about it. As if the tension wasn't high enough in the cockpits of these race cars, we're going to let them think about it again for another lap. Appreciate you joining us on a beautiful Friday for racing here at Sonoma Raceway. Wonderful way to kick off a 3-day festival of speed here at Sonoma Raceway. ARCA Menards Series West today, NASCAR Xfinity Series tomorrow, and the NASCAR Cup Series coming up on Sunday. Have our first visitor to Victory Lane coming up here in just a few minutes. Sam Mayer has dominated most of this race. He is going to have 3 really aggressive and hungry young drivers.
Reif, Wood, Hingarani.
Alongside and directly behind on this restart in Tyler Reif, Sean Hingarani, and Jack Wood. Tyler Reif looking to get that team back to victory lane for the first time in 16 years. Where Sean Hingarani looking to get back to victory lane after an off-season team change. Over from the Veterini Motorsports team where he won the championship last year to the Jerry Pitts Racing team.
Well, he's bouncing around.
A statement for himself here today. And Jack Wood looking for his first career ARCA Menards Series West
off the
victory,
pace car,
and looking to break a winless streak for the winningest team in West Series competition. All of these drivers just 1 lap away from writing their own history here today.
Going into turn 8.
We will find out 1 lap from now. Who's it going to be? Lights off on the pace car, coming back to green.
Pace car pulling in. It'll be 1 lap to go when we get back to green.
Dash to settle it for Sam
go,
Mayer and Tyler Reif
and
on the
Sam
front
Mayer,
row.
Tyler Reif making up the
Sean
front row.
Hingorani
Here
and
we
Jack
go.
Wood
One
in
lap
row
to
2.
decide destiny.
Isabella Robusto and Dale Quarterly
Come
back
on,
in
come
row
on.
3.
Here we go. We're green again at
Back
Sonoma.
to the
White
restart
flag is
zone.
out.
The
Last lap.
restart line, the green flag back in the air. Let's see what happens. As we
Mayer
climb the
clear.
hill.
Reif and Hingorani
Sam
duking
Mayer
out for
with the
second
advantage.
spot. Reif
Tyler
takes the
Reif facing
position.
some heat from Sean Hingorani.
Mayer's got a couple car lengths lead. Now the battle for third
Reif
place
gonna hold
between
on to
Wood
second.
and
Here comes Jack Wood
Hingorani.
to the inside of Sean Hingorani.
And Mayer's
Mayer's going to
gone.
jump out to the lead. Tyler Reif going
Let's
to
see,
hold
it
on
was
to
a 13.
second.
Can close in him. And oh, we had a
Battle line for
spin.
third
I
as
believe
we've
that
got a
was
car
Noah
sideways
Gregson.
behind him.
Hingorani takes third. Sawal's trying to make the move for fourth place on Jack Wood as they head into the
Top
down
10
the
are clear.
down the chute.
Down through turn 4 and into turn 7.
Sawal still ahead for fourth. He clears.
Jack Wood going to give up that spot to William Sawalich. Sawalich on the charge. How far can he go?
Gregson slow on the track.
Noah Gregson, the car that got
Gonna
turned
make his way
around.
through
He's
turn
pointed back
3.
in the right direction. But right now, it's all
It's Mayer
Sam
and
Mayer.
Reif up front.
That's the
Mayer
gap. He's got
still
over
with
Tyler Reif
several
in
car
second.
length lead.
Reif is going to have one last dead
Here they
shot
go now.
down into the hairpin.
Just a hairpin and turn 12 to go. Here we go through the hairpin. Mayer gets it perfect.
Mayer
And for the
cleanly
first
into
time,
turn
Sigma
11 and now
Performance
into turn
Services
12.
will
He's
see
gonna
the
come off
checkered
the corner,
flag
looking at the
off
checkered
turn number
flag.
12.
Sam Mayer
Sam
gonna go
Mayer
back to
wins the
victory lane.
General Tire
Mayer picking up the win
200.
here at Sonoma. Tyler Reif coming home in second. Sean Hingorani across the
The
stripe
23
in third.
font
But a dominant
paying tribute to
performance.
Spencer
for
Clark.
Sam Mayer sees
Goes
him
to victory lane.
go back to victory lane. His second consecutive ARCA Menards Series West victory, dating back to his last win in 2021.
Where's that? Phoenix? Anyway,
What a way to start the weekend.
that wraps up today's stuff. So, it wasn't as much carnage as I potentially expected. It was a fine race. Anyway, tomorrow is the Xfinity race in my last stream of the weekend. That being the Zip, something buy later, whatever, 250. It's at 8 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern Time. Why the hell is it so late? Thank you so much for watching. BowserJrXD signing off. Have a good one.